Back on the news hour with a quick check of the social play till about afternoon. It was the mega exit poll hashtag that was trending, but from 3:30 onwards, it's the hashtag poll of polls that's picked up the Twitter trend. It's touched #1 nationally as late as 9:51 this evening. And up to 89 tweets per minute, Tina.
Yeah, that's the important thing here. We're showing you the numbers. These are tweets per minute, so you can see it peaking right now, and it will continue to do so as we go through with this program.
Well, that's the check. We're working, or not. Back to you.
Well, absolutely, we're working, and we are going to work right here because we enjoy bringing the elections to all our viewers, don't we? And Tina and Anand, I thank you very much for keeping us up to date, and I'd like to say to all our viewers, the way you respond when we are told there are about 2 tweets per second, on a news hour debate, it is an acknowledgement that you are watching. For your support, I am very grateful. As I say, we have a young and talented team, a back-end team putting all this together for all our viewers. On behalf of all of them, to our viewers on the New Age election coverage, thank you very much. I have questions number 4, 5 and 6 as we continue to analyze what could be the possible impact or no impact of what's happening. My question number 4 is this. The UPA numbers do not add up to even the non-NDA and non-UPA partners. Does this translate to its worst ever performance? Let me answer this because it's a non-starter of a question. Yes, yes and yes. What a terrible performance for Rahul Gandhi. Meghna Desai.
But it's not Rahul Gandhi's fault.
Oh,
it is the fault of 550 million voters who did not appreciate him. Rahul is the savior of the country. Remember that.
Sarcasm is
Meghna Desai. Meghna Desai.
On live television.
Meghna Desai. Clarify that it was sarcasm. Otherwise, I can assure you that Meghna Desai will be the next top trending item on Twitter. Okay, the next question is, if the BJP crosses the 250 mark, which it has never done even under Vajpayee, will it be the success of the Modi factor?
Yes.
Sankarshan, one of the keen cynics.
Yes. I wanted to say, and Mr. Mehta said it, this success does not belong to the BJP.
Exactly.
It belongs to a man called Narendra Modi. Let's not be confused about it.
That's right.
And that factor will also change what happens if there is an NDA government.
Sure. And
Yes.
Arnab, if you've been travelling on the ground during these elections, people have said they've not voted for the BJP, they've
Modi.
voted for
So many
Narendra Modi.
places they did not know.
Everywhere you went, that was the refrain that it's Modi.
So many places they did not know the name of the local BJP candidate.
Everywhere
Exactly.
where I also went.
They didn't know.
Are you going to
So
vote
this
for
is a
him?
Modi election.
Modi
This
election.
is
It
a
was
Modi election.
Yes, it is.
You have to
We
accept.
need to assess what is happening to the Congress party.
That you have
And
to
with my next question is, with an average of 82 seats in the poll of polls that we are showing today, an average of 82, with a possible lowest number of 57, which is the number being given by Chanakya, is the Congress at its worst due to corruption and a leadership crisis. We remember the question's leadership crisis.
Yes.
Leadership, could he provide the leadership? No. Is he the answer? Will they hold on to him? Will they bring in Priyanka? Will that help at all? What's the solution here? Who blames this? And by the way, just remember these figures out here. Look at this very carefully, ladies and gentlemen. 1999 Bofors election, 197 after Bofors, right? 99 election, 114 seats. 2014 election, 82 seats. You know, before Bofors, this was 400. From a party that falls from 400 to 82, that's going to compete with the largest regional party very soon.
The seats,
if not in vote share, then at least in
for the
seats.
Nehru-Gandhi dynasty, what the implications of this for the first family are tremendous.
Yeah.
I see the whole of the first family weakening. I see
What is about Rahul
alternative
Gandhi?
centers of power emerging, but I don't see the dynasty going away. But
You
I
still
see
don't
it
think?
seriously weakened.
I don't think there will be a change. You don't expect the Congress to survive without the Nehru Gandhi.
seriously
That is not
weakened.
going to happen.
Mathematical point.
It will get very, very badly weakened.
We talk so much about Rahul, but there's also a problem with this whole dual power center, and the
Yes.
Prime Minister has been the big flop also. I'm not saying Rahul is a
How does the
success.
Prime Minister matter now
No,
anymore?
Arnab, so many, the whole 2 years when nothing was clear, scandals
but
were
tell me,
rolling
Sabha,
in.
but tell me, Sabha,
And he appeared weak, he appeared undecisive. He was a factor better in 2009 than
the Congress should have been bold and changed the Prime Minister midway if they wanted anything really to work for Rahul Gandhi going into the elections of 2014. Once they lost that opportunity,
I agree with Navika.
If you had to write a book, how to lose an election, I think Rahul Gandhi could write.
Okay, Meghnad Desai has been waiting.
Between 1984 and 1999, 15 years, Congress seats halved. Between 1999 and 2014, another 15 years, Congress seats halved. So they have gone down 1/4 of what they were.
Okay.
30 years ago.
And
that's fantastic.
I'm sorry. The same ineffective, non-talking, uncommunicative Prime Minister won an election in 2009.
Did he?
Yes, he did. In 2009.
Did he win the election?
No, I'm saying under the same Prime Minister, you won an election.
Yeah, but what happened in the second term, Sankarshan?
Because the Congress party got totally...
No, they had a lot of bad allies. They lost the left.
On air.
No, it's also
But the future of the Congress
My last question today is this.
The future of the Congress party depends on the performance of this new government. If this new government is a failure, the Congress party comes back.
The Congress party will want to be snapping at the heels of a new government, but I want to know today which leader of the Congress party will be snapping at the heels. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi? Priyanka Gandhi says, let's see. Last question is, with the non-UPA, non-NDA parties projected to get between 138 to 162 seats, what happens to Mr. Prakash Karat's third front? I mean, Mr. Prakash Karat should be more concerned at what he has done to the CPIM. If there is one person who has single-handedly over the last decade destroyed the performing CPIM, you know, it is Mr. Prakash Karat. Maybe he was thinking too much of a third front rather than consolidating his own party. Anyway, this question is not about Mr. Karat.
I have heard some of the committed communists vote in West Bengal out of spite against Mamta is voting BJP this time.
Not only that...
So what happens to the third front?
He ensured the left is left out.
I just interviewed Prakash. Which was published in the magazine, and so. But there is clearly a crisis tearing the left very seriously because their support base, in whatever form, AAP has become the nodal point of a lot of leftist thinking.
That's a very good point. But I'd ask you this: if
you look at the exit polls, Kerala, where they were wanting to make a comeback, they haven't really made that much of a comeback, and it's still the UDF which is in.
Navika,
so that
if there is one leader in the left who has to be complimented, it's Manik Sarkar. And if there is one person who has to...
He keeps away from these people.
I don't know if the Politburo of the CPM has a system called accountability. Otherwise, if there was any accountability, Prakash Karat, I'm saying so on record, would not be General Secretary of the CPIM.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, the bigger question is not Prakash Karat. The bigger question at this stage is, can there be a save Rahul Gandhi strategy? And if there is such a strategy, because we are hearing of one, blame the communication managers, blame everyone else, deflect the blame, say we were all doing well, we had a great leader. The problem is you didn't communicate the great leader's message well enough. Is that strategy going to work? A quick report on that, and we are coming back to the next Newshour debate.
They stayed away from debating on the exit polls. And just as the numbers started trickling in, the Congress went into a huddle. The poll of polls projecting a Congress rout and a big push to Modi. And undoubtedly this morning, the Save Rahul campaign had begun. Congressmen quick to fight off the direct onslaught on Rahul.
It's never been said that the government, when good happens, it happens because of so-and-so, and bad happens because of so-and-so. It's all taken together.
In fact, on the 15th of this month, a day before the big mandate is out, there is going to be a meeting of Congress spokespersons, and there the mantra is going to be that this is a collective failure and not necessarily a spot on Rahul's leadership.
He was a pan-India campaigner. He was the vice president of the party, but he was not the only campaigner. As I said, our campaign was at multiple levels.
This is not the first time the party has shielded Rahul. They did so after the Congress's dismal performance in Delhi last year, Uttar Pradesh 2 years ago, and Bihar 4 years ago.
I don't think Congress party will ever find fault with Mr. Gandhi or any other member of the dynasty. That is not the DNA of Congress.
And once again, Congress leaders willing to shoulder the blame. But can the party and its top brass get away by calling their performance a collective failure? Bureau Report, Times Now. You're watching the second News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
DP Tripathi of the NCP welcomes Suresh Prabhu, former Union Minister of Power in the NDA government, a person who's believed, he could have a big role in the next Modi government if it's formed. Suresh Prabhu, welcome. Okay, DP Tripathi, this whole Save Rahul Gandhi experiment, by beginning this even before the results are announced, is it clear to you that the Congress party has, irrespective of what opinion and exit polls say, conceded defeat by beginning this ringside defense of its distraught leader?
As far as the basic electoral trend is concerned, as a political party, we were very clear. And even 15 days ago, 20 days ago, if you read interviews of Mr. Sharad Pawar, you'll find that the political reality was obvious. That BJP is emerging as the single largest party, NDA is the single largest alliance. That's okay. But let us wait for the election results. Every political party will have to introspect and analyze the situation. Every party and the alliance. It is not merely the party, the NCP will have to analyze, Congress will have to analyze, and as a group.
Be candid, Mr. DP Tripathi. You are so honest sometimes when you want to be. Does Rahul Gandhi have it in him?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, like all politicians. I'm not saying you're dishonest, but you can sometimes deflect. I'm saying, does Rahul Gandhi have it in him? I mean, can he, this is a party that's going to go down to below 100 by most expectations. I mean,
see, there are three facts. I know it is going to be the worst performance of the Congress. There is no doubt about it. So let us not beat about the bush. But let me tell you one thing. When you talk about, there are two facts. Rahul Gandhi has not been part of the government. It is correct. But Rahul Gandhi is number 2 leader of the Congress party as its vice president. That is also true, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, the final question is, the moment you talk of collective responsibility, it includes all leaders from top to bottom. Once you talk about collective responsibility of any victory or defeat, it includes all leaders at all levels.
Yeah, but
it is true of my party, it is true of the Congress.
No, 1 second. I'll let Meghnad Desai in because I remember what Rahul Gandhi told me. I asked him that question about whether he'll take responsibility. He said yes. Tonight I want to know what then is the definition of responsibility. If you said you take responsibility, what form does that take? Does taking responsibility blame everyone else? Media managers, communication managers, spokespersons, everybody else, everyone except yourself? And which political party in the world would have a leader who goes from drubbing to drubbing, from defeat to defeat, only to blame everything else and then come back and say, I'm going to change things altogether? The fact was, he was chief of the Congress campaign committee named at Talkatore Stadium on January 17, 2014. What part of the blame will he carry? And this is not a question that is only the Congress party's question anymore. People across the country will ask that question. Meghnad Desai, let's get you into the debate.
Should Rahul Gandhi resign as vice president of the Congress, take responsibility like any other political leader in any other country would take when his party is defeated?
Should he take responsibility and resign? Let's get a view in. Devang Nanavati, if this is the result, should Rahul Gandhi resign? Obviously, the answer from you will be a yes, but they're not all BJP leaders.
They will say no. He should stay on. Why should they say yes? Why should Devang say yes?
Let's hear it.
Let me pose a counter question. Let me pose a counter question that if God forbid had NDA or BJP not done well, would not everybody in this country would be asking for Mr. Modi's head? So why is it fair? Is not Rahul Gandhi fair game? Or just because he belongs to a particular family, he is above all this?
Truly? Would Narendra Modi get a second chance?
And the question... Exactly, and the question is that one of the reasons why he has failed is because in government also or running the party also, whenever there was something good credit to be taken, it was attributed to Rahul Gandhi or Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. But whenever some scam happened, whenever some debacle happened, either in the government or the party, they were always shielded. They took no responsibility. They were the ones who taking decisions but took no responsibility. That's the reason.
You don't disagree.
One of the factors why people have not voted.
And individual success.
No, I think Devang has put a very simple question up there, that if Narendra Modi had failed, leave alone, I'm saying if Narendra, or even if, I'll say present, if Narendra Modi fails, had failed, if Narendra Modi fails, not even I would say to get 250, if he would not be able to get the BJP to 200, right? Even then people would say Narendra Modi has failed, and even with people within his own party would be after him to take responsibility. So the same standard must apply.
As a Congress chamcha, can I just say, I agree entirely with Meghna Desai.
It's good that you have not forgotten that.
Should resign. In any other democracy, if somebody, a leader of a party, had suffered such catastrophic results, he would not have been asked to resign. He would have resigned voluntarily.
Why are we not talking about?
I've realized today that as far as as far as Rahul Gandhi always talks that we'll have leadership at various levels, including at the grassroots level. Maybe this is what he means. That when Shakil Ahmed says today we are all collective, there is local government, maybe there is grassroots level leadership in the Congress, at least in terms of taking accountability, because it suddenly appears each time Rahul Gandhi fails.
How come none of us see it, Arnab?
Well, I don't know.
Where is the grassroots level work of the Congress?
Congress is a different kind of party.
Yes.
In the Congress, after the assembly results, to be fair to Rahul, he came out, he made a speech which he's not done in the past.
He's not done anyone a favor then.
No, he came out and he made a speech and he said he'd made a mistake and that they haven't done very well.
He said,
but then the congressmen all come out to form the shield, because if there is no Gandhi glue in the Congress party, then what the Congress party will be is anybody's guess. So which is why these people come out.
But then it's not a question of
just a minute.
With these numbers in a democracy, no leader has the moral authority.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But then if they don't have the moral authority, the other question will be, politically speaking, does the Congress party have the system to appoint another leader who's not from the Gandhi family?
It does not.
Or Suresh Prabhu, my question to you is, if Rahul is replaced by Priyanka, let's say, or if Rahul is bolstered by Priyanka, will this discussion end? Or will we see a new look Congress party? A Rahul plus Priyanka, is it an answer to Rahul alone? Will that help at all?
Yeah, in fact, if you look at it, even before the election process started, everybody was anticipating Congress to get less than 100 seats. So the opinion polls were showing the same trend afterwards, and now the exit polls. And I'm sure the 16th of May you will get the same numbers again. So basically, the Congress was heading for something which has already happened. After that, I think president of the party, there is of course Priyanka, as you correctly asked me, she also campaigned, Rahul Gandhi campaigned. So I think this is something in which all of them have campaigned together. So I think it is not just Rahul Gandhi alone, but I think all of them have definitely a responsibility towards it. I want to remind you something which is very interesting. At the time of Gujarat Assembly election, Mr. Modi-led government got one seat less than the previous election. So one of the senior minister of Congress, who is still was not contesting election but campaigning, was said that it is loss of Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi should not take any credit because he has got one seat less than the previous election. So rather than saying that we got less, he was trying to argue that Narendra Modi is responsible for not getting one seat, he has got one seat less. So if that is the argument, if you feel that is a dictum, if you feel that is your type of jurisprudence you want to apply, then why are you not blaming the party leadership? That's a very simple question. So it's not just Rahul Gandhi alone, but I think all of them campaigned together and they are all responsible equally.